we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see, the Pandas taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricane. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Hurricanes will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Pandas return team will have that offense backed up. And here he comes, the guy who pulls all the strings in this attack.
I think what makes him so unique, he has such a good understanding of this offense. Always seems to know what the answer is to the test.
Always in control. The receivers know they're going to get the football. Everybody believes in this dude.
Delivers the contact. In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room. Off the play fake on first down to throw. They get him a flush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
Well, after having 3 sacks in their last game, this offense knew they had to ID where this guy was going to line up every play. They had to have an answer for him. Didn't have one there. He is so strong. He's so fast. He just knows how to get home to the quarterback. He's got a 6th sense.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Complete to the right. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Pandas will call on their punt team. Promising start to that drive, sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. So Miami's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Going up top on first down. Grab near the marker. It's Restrepo. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. He's looking to throw it. Quick strike complete. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Ward. Throws to the tight end. It's caught. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. And the Hurricanes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 7-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The offense lining up for a first down play. the play fake. Now to throw. And he gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And a big defensive tackle getting off the run. Nice job seeing play action, understanding his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On second down, he's looking downfield. With the catch, it's Hobbs. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Quickly to the tight end. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Pandas line up to punt it away.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And the Canes want to crank the tempo. Leaves it with the back. Nice move to pick up yardage. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Back to pass, it's Ward. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Lisa. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that we had.
Trying to find his man on first down. That's caught. It's Restrepo. And he'll home it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 we can go, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. App State overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Mountaineers tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done.
He'll do it himself.
60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. He's going to run it. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. And the Pandas will line up to punt it away.
Well, it's a really nice job there on that third down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up fourth down.
The give to the tailback. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The Canes moving quickly to the line. Fast motion from the offense. Grab behind the line. It's George. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. A 3rd and long coming up here. He looks that one in nicely. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
Just beautiful. And that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously, not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot up over to the bench and wait for your turn to get the shot.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Trying to pick it up on the ground. The Hurricanes get enough for the first down. And now they've moved into the red zone.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Ward. Using the quick game. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
You saw the tight end on a big play there in that last 3rd down. Why not go back to him again here in the red zone? With his size and his athleticism, he is a matchup nightmare down in this area of the field.
Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Kane! What a catch and run for 6.
And listen, my job is to get into my playmakers like this guy on the outside. He'll do the rest. He'll get in the end zone. Nice catch. What a finish it with a touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. First down for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Well, the Miami linebacker shows you his speed on that play. And when I talk about Miami linebackers, it is a bit of a sore subject for me. Played against the Canes in the Sugar Bowl my senior year. In college, I got hit multiple times by multiple Miami linebackers and spent multiple days in an ice tub post-game.
Hoping to find one that works this time on 2nd down from the 7. Got it behind the line. It's Ashley. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for him.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He gets a block. And now the hit knocks it loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
You got to give these gunners a lot of credit on this punt coverage unit. They did a great job on the perimeter, beating the double team and then using their speed to get down to the ball carrier. And then how about creating the takeaway, creating the turnover? Doesn't get better than that.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The RPO, it's complete. They get him down after he makes the catch. Running game worked on 1st down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Complete to the right. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. Got to get a big gain.
The ball squirts free, and the defense snatches it, and they're trying to flip the field.
And when you're on defense and it's wet, it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier, it gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job on the defense, forcing it with the assist from the weather.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
It's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Ward. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Gets it out quickly. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Barrels ahead. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And that's what this defense needs to get going. You've given up a bunch of touchdowns. You haven't been great early, but now you finally get some pressure, get the quarterback to the ground. Now maybe start turning this defense around.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And it's right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. Lamar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connor's keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quarterback moving. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. The hand to the running back. Shows him the stiff arm. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires into traffic, and it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man all by himself. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
He makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Miami.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Not a chance he lets that one go. He's bringing it out. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Going to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the fumble recovery sets up this offense with a great opportunity to cash it in for points. To the air, it's Ward. Touchdown, Hurricane! And they take it in for 6 more points. A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. He'll bring it back, and the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. And the defense jumps on it, they get that turnover. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Pulls it and fires to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll give it to the back. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Coming after it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. It's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Offense set on 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. And they snuffed out that play from the start. He probably should have given the ball to the back. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Reads it, fires complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screen play. How does that happen?
The Pandas will send out the punt unit.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Feeling some heat. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
My old coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
He'll try to pop the draw. He has the 1st and still on his feet. Oh, what a move! And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it, that time to hand it off, and they pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the 1st down.
And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Got his man quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Makes the grab. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. 3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators hurt. And he's got it! Touchdown, Canes!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. They close that drive going to the air for the final few inches. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And now this offense will take the field again. They'll throw it on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. He's looking to throw. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. And the Pandas will punt it away on 4th down. Running it back, it's Johnson. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute, throwing and running the football.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And the Hurricanes have taken it inside the 20. Looking to pass. It's Ward. Working the middle. It's complete. Tackled after picking up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. He caught it. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Getting set for the point after.
For the extra point.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there in South Florida than you? A captivating start to this one. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker. And then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the shadows of South Beach.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. RPO complete to open the drive. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. This offense has a second down play. Scanning the field, it's Ward. He finds his man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks, because he got nothing after the catch. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
Wide out in motion. Grabbed behind the line. It's Restrepo. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he's got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on fourth down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Back to the air one more time. It's complete on the right side. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. I think that receiver really had 2 choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he was going to be mid.
Touchdown, Hurricane! And the route is on.
After that amazing performance in Week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellows, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. BYU was far from the friendly confines of LaVell Edwards Stadium, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Can't connect on his first throw. The Pandas decide to punt it away.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll leave it with the lone back. Still running at the 40. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. And here on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground.
Yeah, this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way. And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful...
Touchdown, Canes! And the pummeling has started.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
69, and 0.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Quickly out to the tight end. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Running back searching for a hole. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Looking to throw for it. Caught over the middle, it's Ashley. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Pandas come to the line with a new set of downs. Got rid of it just in time. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try...
And the ball's on the ground. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and his defense gets the ball back for its own.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this, if it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Wide receiver shows motion. Power football with the run. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd down.
Give to the running back. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. Caught in the backfield, it's George. Touchdown, Miami! And the beatdown has ensued. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving it up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive.
76, Pandas, 0.
He'll bring it out. It's Watts. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll run this play from the pistol. On the move. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Quickly complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Here comes the offense on 1st down.
First down for the offense.
Dropping back, it's Wicks. He makes the connection. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The Pandas are on the move.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. using the back as a receiver on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Motion from the offense. The give to the back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, 4th quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Makes one man miss. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The handoff to Johnson. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's wrestled out of bounds after a nice pickup. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Handoff to the lone back. Plows through the defense. Across the 25, he's got room. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Off play action on first. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane! And the punishment has been extended.
This has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense obviously just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
83. Pandas, 0.
And he's going to try to return this one. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. After the misfire, it's 2nd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And that ball is picked off. Taking it the other way. He's at the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Canes!
You didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Lining up for the PAT.
On for the extra point.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it.
0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. First down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Gets it out fast. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on second down from the 18. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's taking the shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Pandas send out the punt unit.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped a really big play.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles, well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here tonight.
Fast motion from the offense. Trying to turn the corner on the jet sweep. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Touchdown, Miami! And the stomping has commenced.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And they'll bring it down to get the offense started on the next drive. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. To throw, it's Wicks. Finds his tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Right on target with that last pass. Now it's 2nd and medium. He's looking to throw. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. From the gun, wants to pass. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The Pandas will snap it on 1st and 10.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Slings it downfield. Makes a connection. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Pandas are on the move.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Gets it to the back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. The Pandas will punt this one away.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the 4th quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
They'll give it to Johnson. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line.
brings up second down.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Off the play fake. Time to take a shot. Snags it at the 30 and still running. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7.
22-yard line. Second down coming up.
They'll go to the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And the route is on.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, but the defense better do something about it.
He'll try to tack on one more.
For the extra point.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. To the air on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Ashley. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Quick strike complete. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. To the air, it's Wicks. They're trying to get to him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
And the Pandas will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. Looking for a block. It's Johnson. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over. Don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
Line is set on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your union. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.